Welcome back to the channel, friends. In today's video we're going to dive deep into one of the most talked about AI tools out there, MidJourney AI. If you've ever seen stunning AI-generated images floating around the internet and wondered, how on earth are people creating this? The answer is often MidJourney. In this review, I'll cover everything you need to know: what MidJourney is, how it works, the pros and cons, pricing, alternatives, and most importantly, whether it's worth your time and money in 2025. This isn't sponsored, so you'll get my honest breakdown from start to finish. Let's get started. First, let's talk about what MidJourney actually is. MidJourney is an AI image generation tool that transforms text prompts into high-quality visuals. It's basically like having a digital artist that never sleeps. You type in a description, and in seconds, MidJourney creates artwork, designs, or realistic photos. It runs on Discord, which is a bit unusual compared to other AI tools that usually have web apps, but that's part of what makes MidJourney unique. Now, let's move on to how it works. The process is simple but powerful. Once you join the MidJourney Discord, you type your prompt into the chat using a command like, imagine. For example, you could type, a futuristic city at sunset with neon lights, and within a few seconds, MidJourney generates multiple variations. You can then upscale them, make tweaks, or generate new variations until you find exactly what you're looking for. The results are often stunning, with high detail, vivid colors, and creativity that sometimes goes beyond human imagination. But here's where it gets interesting: MidJourney has evolved a lot over the years. The newer versions are far more realistic and consistent compared to earlier ones. Faces, hands, and fine details have improved massively. Whether you want something cartoonish, photorealistic, cinematic, or abstract, MidJourney adapts. And with the right prompt engineering skills, the possibilities are almost endless. So, let's break down the key strengths of MidJourney. Number 1. The image quality. Honestly, MidJourney is often considered the best in the game when it comes to producing visually striking images. It beats many competitors in sheer artistic flair. Number 2. Versatility. You can use it for art, graphic design, marketing materials, social media content, book covers, or even personal creative projects. Number 3. The community. Because it's run on Discord, you're surrounded by other creators who share prompts and results, which can spark inspiration and help you learn faster. And number 4. Speed. MidJourney creates images fast, meaning you can brainstorm and execute ideas quickly. Now, of course, no tool is perfect, so let's talk about the downsides of MidJourney. The biggest drawback is accessibility. Since it runs only on Discord, it can feel clunky for people who aren't used to that platform. Another downside is cost. MidJourney doesn't have a free version anymore. You have to pay for a subscription to use it, and the plans can add up if you're a casual user. Also, while MidJourney is great at creativity, it sometimes struggles with accuracy. If you want very precise details, like exact text in an image or hyper-accurate hands, it may still glitch occasionally. That brings us to pricing. MidJourney currently offers different subscription plans ranging from a basic plan for casual users to higher tiers for heavy users or businesses. While the price might seem high for some, think about it this way: if you were to hire a professional artist for every single design you needed, the cost would be far greater. MidJourney is essentially giving you unlimited design potential for a fraction of that price. If you're someone who regularly needs visuals, whether for content creation, business, or even just personal projects, it can easily pay for itself. So, who exactly should consider using MidJourney? I'd say content creators, marketers, entrepreneurs, and creatives are the biggest winners here. If you're running a YouTube channel, a blog, or a small business, you can use MidJourney to generate thumbnails, product mockups, social media posts, and even unique branding ideas. For writers or storytellers, you can bring your ideas to life visually and use them in presentations or digital products. And of course, if you're simply passionate about art and want to explore new ideas, MidJourney is like having a personal creative assistant that never runs out of energy. Now let's compare it briefly with alternatives. There are other AI image generators like DALL-E 3, Stable Diffusion, and Canva's AI tools. DALL-E is good at realism and has strong integration with ChatGPT, but it doesn't quite match MidJourney's artistic style. Stable Diffusion is open source, meaning it's flexible and free to experiment with, but it requires some technical know-how. Canva AI is beginner-friendly and easy to use inside Canva, but the results aren't as polished. MidJourney sits at the top when it comes to stunning, professional-grade visuals. One of the most exciting parts of MidJourney is the potential to make money with it. People are using MidJourney to create artwork for Etsy, sell digital prints, design logos, generate book illustrations, and even produce entire social media content packs. With the right creativity, you can turn MidJourney into a side hustle or even a full business. Just make sure to check licensing and terms of service depending on how you want to use the images commercially. So, the big question, is MidJourney worth it in 2025? In my honest opinion, yes, it is. If you're someone who needs visuals regularly, MidJourney is one of the best investments you can make. The quality is unmatched, the community is vibrant, and the tool itself is improving rapidly. However, if you're only casually curious and don't really have a plan to use the images, you might find the subscription a bit expensive. In that case, maybe start with a cheaper AI tool to experiment first. To wrap this up, MidJourney AI is one of the most impressive creative tools available right now. It's changing how we think about art, design, and creativity. Whether you're an artist, entrepreneur, or just someone who loves exploring new tech, it's worth checking out. Thanks for watching, guys. If this video helped you, smash that like button, subscribe for more quick tutorials and hit the bell so you don't miss the next one. Peace.